Hi there, I'm Larissa from Erlkis, which stands for English Resource Lab, keeping it simple. Now, before I get into today's video, if you love quizzes, a little bit of grammar mixed with quizzes, then definitely hit subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and hit the bell, because there's going to be plenty of videos coming up where I'm combining grammar and quizzes together. What does future in the past mean? My goodness. Now, just to give you an example, let's have a look at this. Now, in Sydney right now, today, it's Sunday, and it's a beautiful sunny day. But yesterday, I want to go back to yesterday. So now I'm going to flip into yesterday. Today is Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Sydney. I think it will be sunny tomorrow. Right, come back out of yesterday and back into today. Now it's Sunday. Yesterday, I said that it would be sunny today, on Sunday. And guess what? It is. So when we talk about future in the past, what we're doing is we're talking about, or we're reflecting on what it was we predicted, but in the past. So yesterday, I said to myself, I think tomorrow will be sunny. But now, tomorrow is today. And the way I would express that thought, that reflection, would be to use the simple past mixed with would plus the verb. Because remember that in the future, we talk about either will or going to. And the principles are exactly the same even when we reflect, talking about the future in the past. So we use will to talk about predictions or volunteering for something, and we use going to if it's a plan. So I'll give you some examples shortly to go back over that. But coming back to this example of being a sunny day, we're still using will or going to, but the way we express it in the past would be would. I knew it would be sunny today. I knew is the reflection, and we use the simple past. I thought, I knew, you thought, you knew, plus the prediction itself. I knew it would be sunny. Let's look at some more examples. I knew you would go to the party. I knew is the simple past, the reflection, and the future aspect would be would plus the verb. Jane said she would call me. I haven't heard from her. She still hasn't called me. But I'm reflecting. Jane said, simple past, that she would call. You said you would be at the conference. You weren't there. Where were you? You said, simple past, you would be at the conference. I knew the team would win. Yay! I knew is the reflection, because that's what I thought in the past. I made a prediction that my team would win, and I'm reflecting on that. I knew, simple past, the team would win. Would plus the verb. Now, we can also use the past continuous when we want to reflect on our predictions and thoughts that we made in the past. For example, I knew you were going to the party. Jane said she was calling me today, but she hasn't called me. You said you were going to the conference. You didn't turn up. Now, one thing you need to remember is that we can't use a time clause when we're talking about the future. So if we have a clause that talks about the future, we can't start those clauses with words, or even in the middle of those clauses. We can't say words like when, while, as, by the time, after, before. We can't do that. For example,
I told Sue that when she would finish cooking, we would eat lunch. No, we can't say this. When we use the time expression when, then this is what we need to say. We need to use the simple past. I told Sue that when she finished cooking, we would eat lunch. And one more example. When the sun would rise, we would head off to the beach. No, we can't say this either. Instead, when the sun rose, we would head off to the beach. So this is the future in the past. So in other words, when the sun would rise, we would say to each other, let's go down to the beach. So it's a future plan, a future thought.
Now let's have a look at some questions. Here are some quiz questions for you. Good luck.
Here we go. Question number 1. I thought Mary would pass, would have passed, or would be passing her exam, but she didn't. And the answer is would have passed. Number 2, I couldn't be at the meeting because I talked, was talking, or would talk with a client. And the answer is was talking. Number 3, Barry was sure he was seeing, see, or would see Mary again. If you said would see, you are correct. Number 4, I knew Craig went, didn't go, or wouldn't go bungee jumping. And the answer is wouldn't go. Number 5, Fiona decided she would go, is going, or will go to Bali with Sylvia. And the answer is would go. Number 6, I was sure that Jenny would leave, would be leaving, would have left by the time Peter got there. And the answer is would have left. Number 7, Jim was sure that he would be, would, or was asleep by 11 p.m. And the answer is would be asleep. And lastly, there are only 8 questions in this quiz. The last one is Scott wouldn't go, wasn't going, or wasn't to buy the red car, but he changed his mind. And the answer to this one is wasn't going.
I hope this has been clear for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.